I took back my joy and peace from those who stole from me. I'm going to say that one more time. I took back my joy and peace from those who stole from me. I hope you guys are doing well today. But I want to get serious with you guys. Your girl Morgan, as I told you on this journey, been through a lot, endured a lot, overcame more, conquering even more. Victory is definitely still mine. I am victory. But it seemed that I was surrounded by, connected through familiar and monitoring spirits, laying with, being friends with, a lot of people that stole from me. From the time that I can remember, from the age that I can remember, of people stealing from me. The first people who stole from me were those who stole my virginity, those who assaulted me sexually. The second thing this person stole from me was finances, money, because I am a giver. And anyone who knows me personally, knows that anything you ask for, if I have it, I'll give it to you. But if I know that you're not doing right by it through me, or you're giving me a lie to get something from me, or you're saying, hey, I really need help. Can you do this for me? Can you look out for me? Can you give me this? And I say, okay, I got it. Even if I didn't have it, I gave it. And they stole from me. And you know what they stole from me? They stole from me my innocence. They stole from me my humility, because I had a kind heart. And what I had to do, I had to take that back. I had to take back my joy. I had to take back my peace. I had to take back who I was, because they even stole who I thought I was. They kept saying, you're like this. You look like this. You're like this. You act like this. This is who you are. So I had to steal back. I had to take back everything that they stole from me. They were trying to steal my identity, or who God said who I was, who my Heavenly Father, who Lord Jesus Christ said, Morgan, this is who I say you are. Because when he judges us on Judgment Day, which is right now, we are in judgment, he don't care about what we did. He look at our heart. And when he talk to us, he's not going to call us by a prophetic name. He's not going to call us by a ministerial name. He's not going to say Mr. or Mrs. He's not going to say doctor or physician. He's going to call you by your name. And some people can steal your name. So I told you, I've been through a lot, went through a lot. 8 years ago, I finally got my joy and my peace. 8 years ago. Over 30-something years, and I told you I'm 51 now. By God's grace, I just turned 51. 8 years ago, I figured out how to get that back. I had to dig deep in this mind of mine, because, again, they tried to steal my mind. But God said, no, I'm going to work on her. I'm going to show her. I'm going to teach her. But I'm also going to tell her who she is to me. And my thing is, as long as he says who I am, and whose I am, that's all that mattered. But it took me 8 years ago to finally get that, to finally grasp of who I was. I was listening to so many people, and they stole so much from me. When a person steals your innocence, when a person steals your virginity, when a person steals your monies, your finances, your hard-earned income, and then still smile in your face and say, but I love you. But I'm still there for you. I still respect you. I still got your back. Then God has to give you the wisdom and discernment and say, yeah, well, only to a certain extent, because now I see who you are. And now I'm hearing and listening to who you are. Because your actions, yes, it does speak louder than words, but how you move, how you talk, how you treat others. So if you stole from me, imagine how many other people you stole from. If you stole from a baby, imagine how many other people you'll steal from. If you steal from a child, and the child and the baby are the most innocent human beings in the world, if you steal from them, then imagine and think about how many other people that you stole from. And when you stole those things from those people, you took away their joy and their peace. You tried to take away their mind. Some people you probably did get their mind, but with healing and deliverance, and they got to forgive you. I promise you guys keep hearing me say forgiveness is the key. Forgiveness is the key. Remember I told you, I have no relationship with pretty much a lot of my family on my mother's side. I'm learning my mother's side of the father's side of her family. I have no relationship with my father's mother's side. I had no relationship with my father's father's side. But guess what? I'm never alone. Because he's given me my people. And he's also made sure he told me, I got you. All those people stole something from you. So for those who stole something from you, don't let them steal your peace and your joy. Don't let them steal your mind. Don't let them steal the promises that God has for you, that God had for you and has for you, and he's destined and he's planned and purpose for you. And I promise you, Satan knows who you are. The enemy knows who you are. And he'll tell you, no, don't listen to them. You ain't going nowhere. You're not going to go no further than what you are. You've had setback at the setback, at the failure, at the failure. Just give up. Just give up. I made sure I used those people to take everything that I could from you. I tried to take your mind, but it didn't work. Because remember, Satan's job, and he's always on his job, is to steal, kill, and destroy. So if he's accomplished with all those three things, whether it was your finances, whether it was your heart, whether it was your love, whether it was your kindness, whether it was your compassion, whether it's your peace, whether it's your joy, whether it's who God told you who you were, or you had an idea in your head, I know I could do better than this. I remember when I was with my ex-husband, and we were together, and he stole from me from most of the entire relationship that we were together, and we were together for 17 years. And when I met him, he stole from me, but my mind was so clouded, my mind was so all over the place, and I had so many distractions in my life. I didn't want to accept it because I was like, no, but he's a good guy. And I seen the potential in him. But he stole from me the entire time that we were together. And when I finally asked him why he did it, and he said, well, if you would have just given it to me, I wouldn't have had to done that to you. But that was okay, because it didn't change who I was. It didn't make me angry. It didn't make me bitter. It didn't make me sad. It still kept the what? The love in my heart. I still forgave him for what he did to me. But what he not just did to me, he did to my children. And one of them was his. So I still forgave him. I know how to treat him now. I know how to deal with him now. I'm moving forward. Learned lesson. But back then, 17 years ago, I didn't see my worth. I didn't see my value. So I let him steal those things from me. I let him steal my peace and my joy. Because prior to me meeting him, I was a happy-go-lucky person. I was a peaceful person. I had a plan. I said, yes, I'm going to stay in the project for this period of time, and God is going to help me move up, and God's going to help me move out, and God's going to elevate me, and I know God gave me the brain and the wisdom and the guidance for me to be able to do this. And then Satan said, wrong again, little dollar. I'm going to go ahead and use this little guy right here. I'll use this fella right here to give you doubt. To not only steal from you financially, but also steal from you mentally. Also steal from you, from your peace. Also steal from your joy. Also, when you say, guess what? I'm going right. He said, nah, you should go left. You with me. We together, man. You ride with me. We going to the left. And then we all know Jesus is not on the left. Satan is on the left. Jesus is on the right. God, our Father in heaven, is on the right. The Holy Spirit is on the right. But Satan be like, nah, man, come to the left. Just like he did with Eve. He was like, yo, girl, come eat this fruit. Don't listen to your man. I got you. You listen to me. I'm going to help you get you what you need. And then you can go back and tell your man, that I did this for you, and y'all going to be fine. And God was like, no, don't listen. Oh, they listen. And Satan was like, got him. The first sinners, the first disobedient people. Again, we need to start being obedient, and including your girl Morgan. I keep telling everybody, I'm not perfect. I'm very flawed. I am on this journey, this healing journey, this learning journey. this wisdom journey, this forgiveness journey, this love journey, because everything that everyone stole from me, it did not take away my love for them. Like when I tell someone I love you, I really mean I love you. And then now that I've seen who you are, I can still love you, but now I have to love you from a distance because you stole from me. So that means you was doing what Satan wants you to do. You was completing his purpose. His plan that you thought was going to destroy me. But what didn't kill me, it made me stronger. Because look at me and look where I'm at. This is genuine. I got peace. I got peace in my mind. I got peace in my heart. I got genuine joy. Like I keep telling people, when you see this smile, it comes with story. It comes with testimony. It comes with trials, tribulations, hurt, pain. The book Endurance is Victory that I wrote comes with all of that. And yet I still love. Yet I still say I want to be in a happy relationship. I know I deserve to be in a happy relationship. I deserve to be in a loving relationship because what I give, I'm going to get back. And I'm getting that. I'm getting that. Even through our ups and downs, even through our roller coaster rides, the love is still genuinely there. So that's why I said I took back my joy and peace from those who stole from me. So you got to think about that. Dang, Morgan, how many people stole from you? Woo. I got a long list. And God said, revenge is mine, thus said the Lord. Everybody's reaping what they're sowing, including me. Judgment is here, not just for you, but for me too. The difference is, I didn't steal from anyone. I didn't steal from anyone's peace. I didn't steal from anyone's joy. I didn't steal financially from anyone. I didn't manipulate anyone. Because manipulation is part of stealing. Stealing is a different form. There are different forms of stealing. There are different forms of being a thief. Because someone can say, well, I didn't steal no money from you. But you try to steal my peace. I didn't hurt you. Yeah, you did, because you did other things to hurt me. So you still stole something from me. Even the people who said, well, yeah, I did do that stuff to you, but that's just who you are. You should be used to this by now, people treating you wrong. Not really, not anymore. Now that I know better, I'm doing better. Because now I'm going to stick to the people who are going to do the right thing for the right reason. And not steal from me. Because God is not a thief. God doesn't steal from us. Jesus doesn't steal from us. He said, Jeremiah 29:11, for I have plans to prosper you, thus said the Lord. Not to harm you. When a person steals from you, when a person lies to you, when a person tries to destroy you, even the people that are in the church who Satan has used to try to do that, and sometimes God has used them too, to see what you're going to do with that. I'm going to use that person to test you as well, to see how you respond and you react. Again, I was connected to people in the church who stole from me. And then the thing is, once they stole from me, they was like, good, we got her where we want her. She's depressed. She's miserable. She's crying all the time. She's unhappy. We succeeded. No, you did not. For I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you, thus said the Lord. Plans to give you hope for the future. I have hope for the future. I'm good. I'm on that path. And as long as I continue to ask my Father in heaven to guide me and lead me, because, they still become trying to come. Because at one time I was connected to familiar and monitoring spirits, people who I was telling my story to, or telling my journey to, or telling things I went through, thinking they got my back, or they can help me understand why I'm on this path, or where am I supposed to go. And instead of me asking God to say, no, give me the right people, not the wrong. Connect me to the right people that can lead me and guide me. So when I can't hear you, or when my life is so distracting and I really can't hear you, I can still hear you through the people that you send to me. So when they thought they stole from me, and they stole everything, the one thing my Father in heaven gave me back was my peace and my joy. And my mind, to let me know and let me see who I am. not just in him, but in myself. After I started this forgiveness path. So to the people who stole from you, tell them, I forgive you. To the people who took from you, took your innocence, took your monies, tried to take your mind, tried to make your heart evil, because we're all born wicked or evil hearts. It's up to us to do. We have free will. We decide to do good or evil. You tell them you forgive them. But wait. Before you tell them you forgive them, make sure you tell yourself, I forgive me. Because sometimes the signs were there. Sometimes the red flags was there. And I was seeing it and I was like, nah, man. I see the good in them, Lord. And God said, nah, girl. Satan like, nah, look, they on my team. Look, they're not good people. I will tell you, because I done let them do a lot of stuff to a lot of people. You don't even know the things that they've done before they met you. You just happen to be one of them unique ones. And I thought I can get you. And he did. So make sure you forgive yourself for allowing yourself to stay connected to a person who has been stealing from you. From a person who did not know how to truly love you. And who tried to steal your love from them, for them. And the thing with me is, I still love you. I just love you from a distance. Now I love you. But I also now I love who I know the real you is. Doesn't take away. Because I had to forgive. Because forgiveness, Jesus forgave me. I forgive me. Forgive me every day, every hour, every second, every minute of the day. He has forgiven me. He forgives me. He like, Morgan, yeah, you done did some stuff too. You know, you done made some bad choices and decisions. I kept trying to lead you. I kept trying to guide you, and you was ignoring me. And I was sending people to you to help you, and you was ignoring them. And sometimes I had to let things happen either way it needed to happen to you. So yeah, this is what grace looks like. I keep telling people, endurance is victory. Survivor of life. This is what grace looks like. I don't look like what I've been through, guys. I don't look like my journey. I don't look like my path. I don't look like my past. You know what I look like? I look like what healing looks like. You know what I look like? I look like what God cleaned me up to be. I look like grace. I look like forgiveness. I look like love. I look like, hey, I understand. I look like I don't have bitterness in my heart. I look like I don't have anger in my heart. I just know I had to stay away. Well, sometimes God just removed them on purpose too, because he already knows sometimes you're not going to stay away. So sometimes when you don't stay away, he'll make sure he keep them away. And as I told you, pretty much most of my family on my mother and my father's side is away from me. I never really had grandparents. Never really had a grandmother on my mother's side. Definitely never really had a grandmother on my father's side. I loved them. I respected them. I honored them. But they never loved me. They never respected me. And I guess they definitely never honored me. But that's fine. Never had a grandfather. And I had a step-grandfather, and unfortunately, he was taken away. So I never really had maternal and paternal grandparents who knew how to love me. And unfortunately, my mom and my dad did not know how to love me because of their journey and because of their path. But God says, Morgan, I love you. And I'm going to show you how much I love you. Even through the midst of your storms, he's still showing me how much he loves me. Even through the midst of my trials, he's still showing me how much he loved me. So to the ones who stole from me, I took back my peace and my joy. To those who hurt me, you can't stop me from loving. For those who misuse and abuse me, you can't take away what God got from me. Because I listen to him before I listen to you. For those who you say, it's kind of your fault why you lost a lot. It's kind of your fault why you are in the situation you are. You're right. Part of that, and I do also always hold myself accountable for my actions and my choices and my decisions, because life was life and then I wasn't paying attention. But guess what? Now I know better. I'm going to do better. I'm paying more attention now. Because for everything that they stole from me, God said he'll give back. Double, triple. Everything they stole from me. And you wonder, well, Morgan, what did they steal? It doesn't matter. God knows. And that's all that matters. Jesus knows. Jesus knows. And that's all that matters. Because the scripture that's been carrying me my entire journey, Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Shh. The scripture is real, guys. Because I've been trusting in man. I've been trusting in woman. I was trusting in my mom. I was trusting in my dad. Tried to trust in my grandparents. Tried to trust in my aunts and my uncles. Tried to trust in a lot of my cousins. I actually I have more communication on my mom's father's side of the family than I do on my mom's side, on my father's side, and my father's mother's side of the family, because I'm still learning them. But I can actually count on one hand on my mother's side of the family of people I'm actually talking to. And that's not even full 5 fingers. Only a handful. Not even a full handful of a couple people I still communicate to, who honestly, genuinely communicate to, who honestly, genuinely love me, who honestly, genuinely have never hurt me, who honestly, genuinely have never stole from me, who have honestly, genuinely knew who I was, like I knew who they was. They like, cuz, yeah, we see you, cuz, yeah, you went through a lot. That's okay, though. Because I got back my peace and my joy. Within my soul, my heart never changed to evil. Because, when people steal from you, or they do things to you to hurt you, or to take advantage of you, to manipulate you, or to play you, make sure that they know, and you don't even have to tell them. You just show. Your fruits show. Your actions and reactions show that everything you stole from me, the one thing I took back was my peace of mind. It didn't make me bitter. It didn't make me evil. I still chose to do good. I still chose to do right. I get my reward from my Father in heaven. I get my reward from Jesus Christ. I get my reward depending on how I treat you, depending on how you treated me. Now, don't get me wrong now. I'm working on how to learn how to not let you push the buttons. And that's what we need to all work on, how not to let the people push the buttons. And that's when, as the saying goes, don't let them see you sweat. Satan knows that he can't push my buttons. So he's like, well, I can't get Morgan that way. I'm going to never get Morgan this way. I've been doing this to Morgan, and Morgan still's like, what is going on? Morgan's still riding. Morgan's still smiling. Morgan's still happy. Morgan still got peace. Morgan still got joy. And then even God says, I'm going to throw this to her. I'm going to give her this. I'm going to put her on this journey. I'm going to put her on this trial. I'm going to take her through this test. And I am still here. Don't get me wrong. The tests are going to be still testing. Life's still going to be lifing. Storms are still going to come. Trials and tribulations are still going to come. But these are tests that makes me stronger. These will be tests to make you stronger. Don't let them take away your strength. As the saying I saw, don't give them the keys to drive you crazy. Don't give them the power to make you lose your mind. Take back your power. So to those who stole from me, I took back my joy and peace. So I'm telling you the same thing. To those who stole from you, whether it was your innocence, whether it was your finances, whether it was they try to steal your heart, they really can't. God is the only one in control of your heart. They can steal the reactions that was done to your heart. They can steal they can make you be angry. They can make you be bitter. They can make you be depressed. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. To those who stole from you. Because endurance is victory. This is what grace looks like. This is what perseverance looks like. This is what conquering and overcoming everything that gets thrown at you. Every rock, every boulder, every brick, everything that keeps getting thrown at you. As the shirt say, thou should not try me. Mood 24/7. I promise you, I can show you better than I can tell you. So when you stole my money, God gonna get you for that. When you stole my innocence, God gonna get you for that. When you stole my peace, God gonna get you for that. When you stole my joy and my happiness, God gonna get you for that. Because one thing my Father does not do, he's not a liar. God is good. God is truth. Satan is liar. Satan is bad. Satan is evil. And if we look at the state of the world right now, that should tell you who's trying to take over, but who's going to take over, and who's going to win in the end? Our Father in heaven. That's just how the way it goes. So we gotta get right, or we gonna get left. I took back my peace and my joy from those who stole from me. And you need to too. Never let them see you sweat. Never let them see how much they've done to you has impacted and affected your life. Because the things they've done to you, they still been living their life like nothing has never happened, like they never did anything to hurt you, like they never did anything to harm you. But one person who sees and knows all, one person who hears everything they've said about you, who's heard all the lies that they've made up about you, all the misconceptions, all the false stories that they made about you, everything that they said that was not true and was not right. Our Father hears everything and he knows everything. God gonna get him. It's okay. It is what it is. Take back your peace and joy, though. When you sleep at night, have a peaceful sleep. Have a sleep where you're like, Lord, now I got peace. Even when in the midst of my storms, I still got peace. In the midst of my trials and my tribulations, Lord, I still got peace. Because, boy, I tell you, life not going to never stop lifing. Guys, I hope you follow me on my social media platforms. Follow your girl, Morgan Rees, Live Speaker. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Morgan Rees, Live Speaker. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees, my podcast show. I've interviewed some amazing people. And only God knows where this is going to go. Only God is going to know where this is going to take me. Because I sometimes have to motivate myself and empower myself and say, hey, block out the noise. I gave you peace and joy. You did. Not me. He did. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn as Morgan Rees, Live Speaker. Empowering many, men and women, guys. Women, you don't think men go through. Men go through too. Men probably go through more than we think or we know or we have a clue of what they've been through. Children are currently going through. If I had adults in my life like I do now, when I was a kid, it would have been a lot better. But when the adults don't know how to take care of a kid, and then the kids out in these streets wandering and doing anything and everything, only God knows what they're doing, they get caught up. They become adults before it's time for them to become adults. They end up doing adult things and them having to do adult time because they did adult crime. Because someone stole something from them. Someone took something from them. Someone hurt them. And that's how they respond to the hurt. That's how they responded to the things that was taken from them. Whether it was their innocence, whether it was their peace, whether it was their joy. Because as children, we don't know anything until we become adults or how to be in life. So when that man or that woman stole something from that child, they took more than just what they stole from them. They stole their identity. They stole their confidence in themselves. They stole their will to be better in themselves. They stole more from them than you ever could even imagine. Let's go back to the old school. Protect our children. The community I live in, I still use the slogan, it takes a village, because it does. I'm old school all day, every day, even when I raise my children, even when I'm teaching my grandchildren. Old school does matter. Now, not a lot of things in the old school people was doing was not right. Promise you. Survivor child abuse. I promise you. Wasn't right. But I took some of those things and I said, well, I'm not going to do it the way they did. I'm going to do it in a different way. You guys have a blessed weekend. Have an amazing week. Please be safe and be blessed. Endurance is victory. Morgan Rees, live speaker. Follow me on my YouTube channel. Be blessed.